Chike stalks back to the old man's hut, which was very close to the riverbank, where he first met the old man. His steps heavy and his heart burning with confusion. The darkness of the night seemed to mirror the turmoil in his chest. He had discovered a truth he wasn't prepared for, and the weight of it bore down on him like a crushing burden. The old man sat by the fire, his eyes calm, yet piercing, as if he had been waiting for Chike to return. "You have questions," he said simply, his voice steady. Chike, breathing heavily, stood at the doorway, his fists clenched at his sides. "Why didn't they tell me?" Chike's voice was filled with anger and betrayal. "Why did they lie to me? They weren't my real parents, and I was never one of them." The old man sighed, his gaze softened as he gestured for Chike to sit down. "Come, boy, sit by the fire and let me tell you the full story." Chike hesitated, his anger still simmering, but he stepped forward and sat down. The old man's hut was small and filled with scents of herbs and smoke. The fire crackled, casting flickering shadows on the old man's face. The old man leaned closer, his voice low and calm. "Your adoptive parents did not know everything, Chike. They were only told to protect you, to raise you as their own. They were not aware of your true strength or the dangers that surrounded you." Chike frowned, his brow furrowed. "But why didn't they tell me the truth? Why did they let me believe that I was their son when I wasn't? Because they believed it was best for you." The old man replied gently, "They did not understand the full extent of your powers, nor did they know who you truly were. They were just following orders from those who knew what was coming." Chike's anger began to waver, replaced by confusion. "Who gave them the orders?" "Your real parents," the old man said, his eyes glowing with a strange light. "They were the only ones who left you with your adoptive parents." Chike sat in silence, absorbing the old man's words. His anger slowly melted away, replaced by a deep sadness. He realized that his adoptive parents were not to blame. They had only done what they believed was right. They were only trying to protect me. Chike murmured, his voice heavy with regret. The old man nodded, "Yes, and they loved you as their own. Do not be angry with them, for they did the best they could with the little they knew." Chike's eyes filled with tears, but he quickly wiped them away. "I understand now," he said softly. "But what am I supposed to do? How can I rescue my real parents?" The old man smiled, a warm and reassuring smile. "You must train, Chike. Your powers are great, but they are not yet fully developed. I will guide you and teach you to master your strength." Chike looked up, determination replacing with sadness. "I am ready," he said firmly. "I will do whatever it takes to save them." The old man rose from his seat, his eyes filled with pride. "Then let us begin. You have much to learn, and time is short." The old man led Chike deeper into the forest, where the trees grew taller and the air felt cooler. They reached a hidden spring, its water simmering under the soft morning light. The spring is connected to the heart of the river power, the old man explained. It will aid you in discovering the full extent of your abilities. Chike knelt at the edge of the spring, feeling a strange sense of connection to the water. The old man's voice was calm but firm as he guided Chike. "Place your hand in the water, Chike. Let the current flow through you." Chike did as he was told. The moment his hand touched the water, surged up his arm. It was strong and wild, but also familiar, like a long-lost part of him. For the next few days, Chike trained tirelessly by the spring. He struggled at first. His attempts to control the water were clumsy and often resulted in splashes that drenched him from head to toe. The old man watched patiently, offering guidance but letting Chike find his own rhythm. "Don't force it," the old man advised. "Feel the water's flow and let it guide you. You are not trying to conquer it. You are trying to become one with it." Chike closed his eyes, focusing on the sensation of the water beneath his hands. Slowly, he began to create small ripples that moved in harmony with his thoughts. The ripples soon turned into waves, each one more controlled than the last. The old man nodded approvingly. "Good. You are learning to channel your strength, not merely using it." As Chike's training progressed, he began to sense a deeper connection to his mother, Miriam. The water seemed to respond to his emotions, growing stronger when he was determined and calmer when he was at peace. One afternoon, Chike managed to create a swirling vortex in the spring center. It was large, but it was powerful, and it felt like an extension of himself. "You are growing stronger," the old man said. "Your mother's gift flows within you, Chike. It is what makes you unique." Chike felt a surge of pride, but also a sense of responsibility. "I will use this power to save my parents," he vowed. "I won't let Kalista take control." As they rested by the fire one evening, the old man shared more about Kalista's dark intentions. She and Mirima were once inseparable, but Kalista's heart were consumed by envy. Mirima's gift was to bring life to the sea, while Kalista's power fed on fears and darkness. Now she seeks your strength to dominate both worlds. Chike's face hardened with determination. "I will not let her be," he said fiercely. "I will bring back my parents, no matter what it takes." The old man nodded solemnly. "You must remember this, Chike. Kalista will try to deceive you. She will use your fears and your deepest doubts against you. But you have the power to resist her if you stay true to yourself." The old man handed Chike a silver bracelet, intricately engraved with symbols of the river. "This belongs to your mother," he explained. "It will protect you from Kalista's dark magic." Chike slipped the bracelet onto his wrist, feeling a warm, reassuring energy spread through him. He felt more prepared than ever, but a sense of uncertainty lingered. "Are you ready, Chike?" the old man asked, his voice both gentle and serious. Chike met the old man's gaze, his eyes filled with resolve. "I am ready. I will save them, and I will restore peace to the river kingdom." The old man's eyes glistened with pride. "Then go, Chike. Your destiny awaits." Chike approached the river bank with steady steps. His heart pounded in anticipation. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow on the water. Suddenly, he saw a figure emerge from the river. It was a woman, her face pale and weary. Her hair flowered like water, and her eyes filled with pain. "Chike," she called, her voice weak and desperate. "It's me, Mirima. I am trapped and I need your help." Chike's chest tightened. Could it be his real mother? But the old man's warning echoed in his mind. "Kalista will use your deepest fear and desires against you." Chike hesitated, feeling the warmth of the bracelet on his wrist. It pulsed gently, as if urging him to be cautious. "Show yourself, Kalista," Chike demanded, his voice steady. "I know it's you." The figure before him shifted, her eyes turning cold and dark. "So you have learned to see through my illusions," she hissed, her voice low and dangerous. Kalista's form changed completely. Her eyes became wild, and her eyes glowing with a sinister light. The air around her seemed to darken, filled with an unsettling energy. "You've grown stronger." "You're still a mere child," Kalista taunted. "You think you can defeat me?" Chike clenched his fist, his eyes locked on Kalista. "I won't let you take my power or harm my parents," declared, his voice firm. Kalista's laugh was sharp and mocking. "You have no idea what you're up against, boy. I control fear itself. I can make you relive your worst nightmares." Kalista raised her hands, and a dark mist swirled around Chike. In an instant, he was surrounded by visions of his adoptive parents, turning away from him, their faces filled with rejection. He saw Mirima and the king trapped, calling out to him in pain. Chike felt a pang of fear, but he remembered the old man's guidance. "Stay true to yourself." He closed his eyes, focusing on the steady rhythm of the river's power within him. The bracelet on his wrist glowed brightly, repelling the dark energy around him. "You cannot break me," Chike shouted, summoning a wave of the water from the river. The wave surged through Kalista, but she countered with a blast of dark magic, creating a fierce clash of energy. The battle raged on, with Kalista using shadows and illusions to try to weaken Chike's resolve. She conjured images of Chike alone and abandoned, but Chike pushed through his determination, growing stronger. "I am my mother's son," he declared, his voice unwavering. "I will not be defeated by fear." Chike gathered all his strength, summoned a mass vortex of water. The powerful whirlwind surged towards Kalista, pulling her into the whirlwind depths. She struggled against it, her eyes wide with disbelief. "You may have won this battle," Kalista spat, her voice filled with rage. "But darkness will always linger in your heart. Remember that. With one final scream, Kalista was engulfed by the vortex, her form dissolving into the dark waters of the river. The air grew still and a sense of calm washed over Chike. He stood alone by the river, breathing heavily, but feeling a deep sense of triumph. The bracelet, which had protected him throughout the battle, simmered softly, as if acknowledging his victory. Chike looked towards the gateway to the underworld, knowing that his journey was not yet over. "I'm coming, mother," he whispered. "I will save you." Chike stepped towards the mystical gate, a shimmering portal that connected the mortal world to the underworld. His heart filled with a mix of fear and determination. He had defeated Kalista, but now he had to find his parents and break the spell that had trapped them. The old man's words of guidance echoed in Chike's mind. "You are stronger than you think. The power to rescue your parents lies within you." He touched the bracelet on his wrist, feeling the warmth of Mirima's protective magic. With a deep breath, Chike stepped through the portal. The underworld was dark and airy, filled with swirling mist and strange echoes. It was a place of lost souls, but Chike's focus remained clear. He was here to bring his parents back. Chike moved quickly through the dark realm, guided by an instinctive pull that seemed to connect him to Mirima. After a while, he saw a faint glow in the distance. As he approached, he recognized two familiar figures, his parents Mirima and the king, trapped behind a shimmering barrier. "Mama," Chike called out, his voice breaking with emotions. Mirima turned, her eyes widening with both surprise and joy. "Chike, you came," she whispered. Tears filled her eyes. The king, who was standing beside her, looked at Chike with pride. "We knew you would find us," he said, his voice filled with both relief and admiration. Chike rushed forward, his heart filling with love and determination. "I promised I would save you," he said. The barrier that held Mirima and the king was strong, its energy pulsing with dark magic. Chike, focused on the power within him, summoned a surge of water from the depths of the underworld. The bracelet on his wrist glowed brighter, amplifying his strength. "Hold on, Mama," Chike said, his voice steady. "I'm going to break this spell." Mirima nodded, her face filled with hope. "I believe in you, Chike." With a burst of power, Chike directed a powerful stream of water towards the barrier. It simmered and crackled, resisting his effort at first, but Chike didn't waver. He pushed harder, letting the river magic flow through him completely. The barrier began to crack, and then, with a final surge of energy, it shattered into 1,000 pieces. Mirima and the king were free. Mirima rushed forward, wrapping her arms around Chike. "My brave son," she said, her voice choked with tears. "You have done what we could not." Filled with tears, as he hugged his mother tightly. "I missed you, Mama," he whispered. The king placed a hand on Chike's shoulders, his eyes filled with gratitude. "You have proven yourself worthy of the river power, Chike," he said. "You are our true heir, the one who will restore balance to the river kingdom." Chike felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that he had finally reunited his family. "I will protect our word," he vowed. "I will honor our legacy." With Mirima and the king by his side, Chike stepped back through the mystical portal, returning to the river kingdom. The waters were calm and the air lighter, and the entire realm sensed the restoration of its rightful rulers. As they approached the royal chambers, Mirima's hand rested gently on Chike's shoulders. "This is your true one, Chike," she said softly. "You were meant to return here as the savior of our kingdom." Taking in the beauty of the underworld realm that was now fully his, the sense of fulfillment was profound. He had embraced his destiny and saved his family. "I understand now," he said. "I am where I belong." Back in the village, the people who had noticed Chike's absence, his adoptive parents, were heartbroken, but they knew in their hearts that Chike was fulfilling the greater purpose. The villagers, however, were left puzzled, wondering what had become of the boy they had once feared. One evening, Mirima and the king, restored to their full power and glory, appeared before the villagers in the burst of divine light. The villagers were stunned, falling to their knees in awe. "Listen, people of the village," Mirima's voice echoed, both strong and gentle. "Chike has returned to his true home. He was not of this world, but he saved both it and ours." The king stepped forward, his voice filled with authority. "You did not know who Chike truly was, and you judged him out of fear, but he has proven himself as the savior of two worlds." The villagers were struck with guilt and regret. They remembered how they had whispered about Chike, treated him as an outsider, and misunderstood his strength. Now the truth weighed heavily on them. "We were wrong," one elder said, his voice breaking. "We feared what we did not understand." The villagers gathered under the great iroko tree, a place of tradition and unity, to offer prayers and gifts in Chike's honor. They brought flowers, fruits, and symbols of peace, hoping to make amends for their past actions. Chike's adoptive parents, though filled with pride, were also filled with sorrow. He was always meant for something greater. His mother said, her boys filled with both pride and sadness. "We were just a part of his journey." The villagers bowed their heads, feeling the weight of their actions. "May Chike forgive us," they prayed. "He was a gift we did not recognize." The king, sensing the villagers' deep regret, spoke once more. "Chike's heart is forgiving, and he understands why you feared him. He holds no anger against you. Remember this moment and let it guide you to accept those who are different, for they may hold the key to your future." Miriam added softly, "We are grateful for the love you gave Chike, even if it was flawed. He has returned to us, and our kingdom is whole again because of him." The villagers wept openly, their hearts heavy with remorse, also filled with hope. They had witnessed a miracle, Chike's transformation and restoration of the river kingdom. It was a lesson they would carry forever, a reminder of redemption and understanding. Chike stood at the edge of the river kingdom, looking back towards the mortal world. He knew he had to return one last time to thank the people who had raised him, despite their mistakes. Miriam's voice was gentle as she spoke to him. "You should go, Chike. They were part of your journey, and they deserve your gratitude." Chike nodded, his heart both heavy and light. "I will return soon, Mama," he assured her. With a determined breath, he stepped through the portal, feeling the familiar pull of the surface world. The village looked unchanged, but Chike felt different, more complete, more at peace with himself. His adoptive parents were sitting outside their small hut when Chike appeared, and his mother's eyes widened with shock and joy. "Chike!" she cried, rushing towards him with open arms. Chike found her tightened, feeling a mix of love and sadness. "Mama, I'm back, but only for a short while," he said, his voice filled with emotions. His father approached slowly, his face lined with worry and relief. "We feared we might never see you again," he admitted. Chike smiled gently. "I had to return. You both raised me with love. Even when you didn't understand everything about me, I am grateful for everything you've done." Tears filled his mother's eyes. "You were always meant for something greater, Chike. We are proud of who you've become." Chike's adoptive parents gathered around him, wanted to hold onto this moment for as long as possible. His mother's voice, shaky, said, "We always knew you were special. We never imagined you were part of something so grand." Chike looked into their eyes, his voice soft but firm. "I wouldn't have become who I am without you. You gave me the love and care I needed to be strong enough for this journey." His father placed a hand on Chike's shoulder. "Go, Chike, fulfill your destiny. We will always remember you, our son." The words touched Chike deeply, and he embraced them both once more. "I will come back when I can," he promised, "but my place is in the river kingdom now." With one last look at the village, Chike turned and made his way back to the river edge. As he approached the portal, he felt a deep sense of closure. He had made peace with his past and was ready to fully embrace his role in the river kingdom. Miriam and the king were waiting for him on the other side, their faces filled with pride. "You have done well, Chike," the king said. "You have honored both your words." Chike nodded, feeling the profound sense of fulfillment. "I am ready to protect our kingdom," he declared. "I will lead with strength and wisdom I have gained." Miriam smiled, her eyes filled with motherly love. "Welcome home, Chike." The end. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please leave a comment for us telling us if you enjoyed this story, and I'll see you in my next one. Till then, bye. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please click on the subscribe button to support us. Turn on the post notification to get notified when I upload a new story. Like, share, and comment your thoughts. Till then, bye.